Hello everyone, I'm back. Yes, it's been 3 months. Jesus Christ, it's been 3 months. That went really quickly. Don't worry, I've been seeing lots of movies. I'm going to be playing a lot of catch up over the coming month. There's a lot of movies. So if you are that one soul that was like, what happened to this guy? I was actually enjoying watching these. Don't worry, I'm coming back. I've got some other stuff I've already made that's on the way. Some special stuff, some different stuff. But anyway, let's get into it. John Wick 4. John Wick 4. Once again, John Wick 4 is helmed by Chad Stahelski and stars Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, Donnie Yen, Ian McShane, Bill Skarsgård, Shamia Anderson, Lance Reddick, rest in peace, you beautiful soul, you were taken from us way too soon, and hundreds of talented stuntmen and women. So much is going on in this movie. I don't even know where to start. So this review will be no spoilers. I might get into spoilers after I grade the film, so you're going to get a full review beforehand, but I don't think I'm going to make a separate video dedicated to just some intricate things and the ending. So in this film, John has found a way to defeat the High Table, but before he can earn his freedom, he must face off against a new foe with powerful alliances that can turn old friends into foes. So I've seen a lot of movies, like I said, and I'll be playing catch up, but if I had to talk about any movie, one that surprised me more than any of the others, it was John Wick 4. My god, I did not expect this. I went into it expecting basically what I got for 3. I was gonna get John Wick killing people in unique and stylized ways that I didn't even think were possible. Because that's all John Wick 3 Parabellum felt like to me, was just mindless churning and killing, and it never ended. And for sure it doesn't end here. I feel like I enjoyed this a lot more because I really knew what I was in for ahead of time. We're into the 4th entry in the John Wick franchise. My suspension of disbelief was pushed to the absolute maximum, which I was expecting, so I wasn't, oh wow, this is too much, like some people that have seen this movie, it's too much and I just can't get into this, it's just, I don't buy it. I was ready for it. I was like, John Wick was fighting ninjas with samurai swords on bikes in the last one, and he lost a finger. Like, I don't care at this point, just show me something cool. And not only did I get everything cool that I wanted, John Wick with nunchucks, alright? John Wick with nunchucks? But the story elements that made the first one so strong, this one doesn't have the exact same elements, but it brings the story much more into play more than 2 and 3. 2 really felt like the repercussions of 1, and catching up, getting his car back, and other things like that, and all of a sudden he's just back into this world. And then 3 kind of felt like it was on autopilot for me. In terms of its story, at least. It wasn't really on autopilot. There were people getting kicked in the face by horses. This is a franchise I really love, and not just for its action, but the world that it had built, and it's really back and on full display here. This film finally addresses things like the High Table and shows you what that is. Who the hell is running this whole thing? The guy, Bill Skarsgård. I was really interested to see how they were going to pull this all together, because I'm one of those people that's very, very solemnly met with the expectations of what I want for franchises when they end. Did that make sense? I don't even know if that made sense. So when like the first and second John Wick film was out and they're talking about the High Table and who they are, I have expectations in my head. And I thought it's probably not going to meet my expectations of this higher up, smarmy guy that's probably not a hand-to-hand fighter like John Wick, but holds all the cards in power, and is a little bit messed up in the head, but it's exactly what I got here. Without saying too much, Bill Skarsgård was exactly the antagonist that I was hoping that the High Table would have. But not only does Bill Skarsgård kill it for me, in my opinion, I mean, that's just what I really wanted, and I was given that, so of course I'm biased to enjoying that aspect of the film, but we get Donnie Yen as a blind assassin. He's insane. I love everything that this man does, from the stunt work to the one-liners and his chemistry with John Wick. I keep hearing people talk about a spin-off film, which I suppose there is potential for, even with another character they refer to in the film that they call Nobody, but I don't want that. This ended just so nicely for me that I could leave this franchise and be happy with these 4Ks, and I just need the 4th one now. And I would be happy to leave that saga on my shelf. It's just fantastic. Very rarely do 4 films in a saga hold the same consistency the whole way through, let alone get better, kinda how John Wick does. At least in terms of its stunt work, because this one blows the last few away somehow. I thought I'd seen this man do it all. He was killing people with pencils, with horses, he's done it all, but it's somehow. This man has found new ways to kill people. I am absolutely thrilled with this film. I can't contain it, alright? This movie is just amazing. Cons. As far as cons go, I don't even really know if this is a con. This might be a pro depending on who you are. This movie is 2 hours and 49 minutes. I didn't feel the runtime. Some people are, and I can see how it might be a little mind-numbing if you're just feeling it and it's repetitive and it's going and going and going. But man, did I not feel this at all. The story was compelling enough to keep me on board and not even be thinking about it. And it helps that, like the third film, this film just does not stop. It doesn't give you 5 minutes to, oh god, I'm gonna quickly go to the toilet, I need 5. No, it doesn't give you that break. So for me, the pacing, everything's just going super fast. Why am I talking like I just had 3 shots of coffee? I don't know. I guess I'm just excited. This movie was way better than I thought it was going to be. I thought, yes, just meet the level of action 3 had and I will be happy. But it brought those story elements. It brought everything together in this beautiful concoction of gunfire and nunchucks and swords and death and blood and explosions and more headshots and stairs. Lots of stairs. I don't know if I've sold the movie yet. You definitely need to check out John Wick 4, guys. It's fantastic. Amongst the franchise, where does it rank for me? It probably goes John Wick 1 as number 1. Just as a plot, it's more concise. You know, you don't need the context of 3 movies to understand 4. And its mammoth runtime. You can just watch 1. It's this self-contained movie. It's beautiful. It just sits on its own. That's number 1. Number 2 has to be John Wick 4. This tops 2 and 3 for me. It was that good. Then 2, because it carries the atmosphere and the world that the first film established. Like, it's just close enough connected to 1. It's a bit hard to describe, but the vibe, the way they talk about the Continental, everything's just a little more mysterious. The people that John deals with, the markers and all that, the villain, it all feels like it's connected to that first movie a bit more. And then 3 comes in last, but that by no means means that that movie is bad. That movie is great on its own. It's not bad. There's no weak link in the franchise, and that's awesome. I have this insane anthology of action movies starring Keanu Reeves that I could watch back to back. Probably not. My brain would turn to complete mush. But that are cohesive and don't let me down. It's one beautiful tapestry now. Because 4 just escalates everything that 1, 2, and 3 brought and then ties it up with its story a little nicer. It's great. I just can't describe how great of an experience I had at the theater watching this. It was just awesome. I don't want to say my expectations were low, you know. The bar was be as good as 3, if not a little better, but this was way more than I ever could have asked for a 4th entry in this franchise, and I think they should stop it here. It's just perfect. I like it. Don't touch it just because this one's making a ton of money. Don't touch it. If you really want to do a spin-off, do one, but make it worth seeing. So for me, John Wick 4, because I'm going to get into spoilers if I keep going, John Wick 4 from me is going to get a 9 out of 10. Blake seal of approval, if I still have that. I probably don't, but put a double boom sound effect in there anyway. Boom. Yes, there we go. Because this movie is incredible. If you haven't seen it, go out and see it. Yes, I'm talking to you. Go out and see this movie in the theater. It's awesome. Make sure you go to the toilet beforehand. I didn't have the problem, but it is 3 hours. I'm thinking of you, alright? Otherwise, I'm looking forward to grabbing this movie on 4K. Now, I am gonna dabble into spoilers real quickly, because there are some theories about the ending and where things are gonna be going. And so if you haven't seen anything, click off the video now. Thank you very much for watching, jumping back. I'll have more stuff for you soon, but actually go. I'm not ruining this for you. Go. Get out of here. I'm ruining this for you. Go. The ending. Now, please be gone. I really don't want to ruin this for you, especially if you've seen the other entries to this franchise. Please don't let me ruin it for you, because it's so good. It's so poetic. Everything's just mortadella. Is that a word? I don't know. The big spoiler is that John Wick dies at the end of this film. or so we think, or maybe he does. And that's where people are having theories about this. Personally, I think he does die. I think it's better if he dies because it just ties the story in this beautiful bow. The little tidbits and crumbs in this movie given about him requesting what he wants on his tombstone and things like that leading up to that moment. It's just perfect where he dies. The last line he says to Winston, "Take me home," having its double meaning that, oh, well, maybe he means take him back to his actual house because he's about to pass out. Or is it meant to be taken the other way, that he is about to die? It's perfect. We see his tombstone, but then his dog looks up and maybe there is something there, maybe there is something there. I like the idea that he lives on as like the boogeyman. You don't know if he's alive or not really. He's probably dead, but maybe there's a slither of a chance, and that's definitely done because this movie is making a shitload of money. An absolute shitload of money. And when the studio sees that kind of money, they're like, maybe we could do 5. Maybe we should do 5. We could do 5. Don't do it. Lionsgate, yes, I got it right. Because this is their cash cow. This is what Lionsgate got. Don't do it. Just let this be. Please. For me, your pal that you know so well with the 351 subscribers. Pump out another Saw movie if you want. Just don't pump out another one of these and taint what is a beautiful tapestry of art. Anyway, that's my thoughts on John Wick 4. There is a million other things that I'm probably missing. I would address them and talk about them down below, but I want to keep the comment section spoiler free if we can for people who have not seen it. Yes, I know this is like a month after the film has come out, but still, be courteous. I haven't got spoiler review written on this review. I don't think I have. Have I? No, I haven't. So, please don't. Yeah, cool. As always, guys, thanks so much for dropping by and hanging out with me, talking about movies. I will bring some more movie reviews soon. I'm not sure how soon I can get them to you. I'm working like full-time 6 days a week, so it makes it very hard to get to these. There's these other videos that I'm doing that are taking 3 days straight to edit. They're mammoth videos, but they are coming. Trying some different stuff, getting a little experimental for you, but don't worry, the movie reviews are staying. As always, thanks for coming and hanging out. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope your day continues to be fantastic. If you've made it through to the end of the video, you're a bloody legend, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time when I'm talking about another movie. That's what I do here. I talk about movies. Yeah. All right. Bye everyone. See ya.